Hello guys, how are you? This is the build of the K1 5 moles 148 Japanese Navy unpowered trainer for the very famous Oka suicide bomb kamikaze. This is a kit that I bought from Man Cave Models, which came at a very reasonable price. I will put a link in the description below, and they were very nice to me because I bought one and they knew that it was for me to build, and they placed two more 1/72, just a bag with the word sample on it, and that is very cool. Thank you very much to Man Cave Models. I will build those two kits for sure. I will place the link in the description below. And this was a very simple kit, guys, but yet a very interesting one to build. And I have some things to share with you more ahead, so I hope you enjoyed this build. As you can see, I thought that I should rivet the kit a bit and to deepen a bit the panel lines. Not too deep, but just a bit in order to make the details pop up a little bit more. Also, I thought this kit could bring a photo etch set, but then I saw that unfortunately I had to buy that as an extra. So I had to improvise some Japanese 148 seat belts, and I managed to do that. So I have a riveter from Trumpeter, but I prefer to do it by hand with a punch tool, because when I use the riveter from Trumpeter, I can't see shit. I mean, the wheel doesn't allow you to see where you are going, and it's easy for you to lose your direction, even if you use some Dymo tape. So that's what I did. This kit fits like a glove. It's a dream to build this one. It is a fast build, clean build, and the pieces just fell over each other. I mean, you can throw this at the air, and when it lands, it's turned into a K1. doing a small dry fit. As you will see more ahead, I do dry fit again. I just want to make sure that every piece fits, doesn't have any gaps, any seam lines, and it was perfect. The amount of putty I needed to do this build was 0. And I don't need to speak a lot because the image just speaks for itself. As my friend Geese Coleman told me when he sold me this kit, he told me he will be spoiled by the quality of fine molds. And he was right. I am indeed spoiled because these fit, to me it fits well. This is just the same. This is fantastic. Oh, and by the way, if you don't know Geese Coleman and the modeler that he is, go and type on Google Geese Coleman Coastal Kit Display Bases, and then you will see his work on the Coastal Kit Display Bases, and then you will know the kind of modeler he is. And here I am using the Airbrush Bart Sharp 186. I have the 130, 180 and 186. I got fond of this 186. They are all good, and I mean it. But I like this 186 very, very much. I am priming the kit with Mr. Surfacer 1000, mixed on the ratio of 50-50, 50 Mr. Surfacer 1000 and 50 Mr. Leveling Thinner on a ratio of 50-50 and on a pressure of 15 to 20 psi. Sorry about sometimes I'm out of the center of the screen. I'm a modeler, not Steven Spielberg. And believe me, it's not easy to sometimes paint or do some modeling stuff, and the camera is right there, right in front of you, right in front of your head. I sometimes hit it with my magnifying glasses and it sucks. And I think you agree with me when I say that Japanese World War II's theme, plane, has to be worn out, right? Has to be old, the cockpit all weathered, and that's what I want on this one, particularly inside the cockpit. It will be Japanese Mitsubishi green, the color, but I use these worn effects to do some chipping. Then that's why I painted metal underneath, okay? So you will see more ahead the effect that is. again, I am priming the kit, as you can see, Mrs. Surfacer 1000 on a 50-50 ratio of Mrs. Surfacer with Mr. Color Leveling Thinner, and I am using Bart Sharp 186 on a pressure of 15 to 20 psi's. I'm doing just a little pre-shade, and again, I know that I am very suspicious to talk about it, but this airbrush gives me a fantastic control. I know it depends on the pressure and the dilution of the paint, but it really gives me good control, and I really do love it. I am doing this appreciate a bit. I don't understand why some guys just tell me, don't appreciate again, just do a black base. Okay, I do both. Right now, it suits me fine. And after, I will start by applying a bit of yellow to some panels, just to clear them up a bit when the orange or the yellow trainer, Japanese yellow trainer, kicks in as a base coat. And I have a very, very funny story about that C2, that yellow trainer color. But right now, let's paint the belly of this one. Let's use Japanese gray, and it's the 71311, if I'm not mistaken, from Vallejo, and it's a very, very cool color, very, very truthful color. It's the 71311. It's the equivalent to the Japanese gray, which were the paints used by this squadron underneath that orange yellow trainer that I'm going to talk to you about it. I thought I could use AK paints on this one, and it was a lesson for my life. You will see why more ahead. Here guys, I am sorry, the tail is wrong. It should be orange or yellow trainer also. That's what happens when you are on YouTube watching videos and you get distracted. Sorry. As you can well see here, one is darker than the other, right? This one and this one. This one was the base color and this one was used to weather the paint, okay? And all of this was made with these. Now, on this Japanese here set from AK, this yellow trainer C2 is the correct color for this K1. However, this is the C2. I don't know if you can see some differences here, which suck. This is not this yellow trainer. C2 trainer yellow, it's not. So what I did was, on the cup, a bit of yellow, then a bit of red. Then it becomes a bit reddish, you know, but you tone it down with this. I could apply this as a base color, but I wanted that specific yellow trainer, which is kind of an orange. So I mixed this with a bit of orange. All these three, of course, a little bit of airbrush flow improver from Vallejo and thinner. This is for cleaning the airbrush, and I got this dark tone. Okay? Applied its tone, and as you saw, what you saw was that after I gave it some panels, as you can see, some panels are clearer, because then I added a bit of white, mixed it all up, got this lighter tone, as you can see, darker, lighter, and did some paneling here and here, and this way I was able to weather this. Now, on this kit, I gave it 2 pin washes. One before the decals and another one after the decals. Okay? Usually you only give one, I gave 2. And after this, I cleaned the pin wash, applied TS13 clear coat from Tamiya, decaled the kit, sealed again with TS13, waited for it to dry, and then applied again another pin wash. Fine mold decals are very good, but very, very, very thin. So have extra care when handling these, okay? They were very, very thin indeed. When I realized that, I almost blew it. Thank God I could save the work, at least on this registration number, which was the one that interested me, and I corrected the tail and used the original orange and then faded with the other toned down orange or yellow trainer color also. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank Man Cave Models for the two samples, two kits, 1/72 kits that they sent me. Thank you, G's Coleman, for it. If you want to know Man Cave Models, I will place a link in the description below, okay? This is their logo. And check those out, guys, because the prices for me with shipping is even cheaper than if I went to my local hobby shop, which I still do, but they are very cheap indeed. And this is almost done, guys. It was a pleasure to work on this one. I injured my feet, my left foot on a horse a few days ago, so I was kind of immobilized, let's say. I could build this one just sitting there. I hope you enjoyed this video, okay? If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. Hit that notification bell. Each time that I send a video out, you will be notified of it. Also, consider me subscribing and supporting me on Patreon. I am there only to keep my hobby a bit more sustainable. And as always, guys, keep modeling, guys. Keep modeling. Always, always with a smile. See you soon, guys.